Yo, that's right. Some brown Asian music for your soul. Yeah, at least my flow, that is. Yeah, get it. This is the story of my life. Yeah, it's all in these lines, from the highs to the strife. Through the laughter and cries, searching for love in the depths of the night, but finding solace in the journey, embracing the light. So many ups, so many downs, navigating through the maze, learning from mistakes, counting blessings, finding grace. In the echoes of memories, in the whispers of time, this is the story of my life in every rhythm and rhyme. Yeah, material wealth seems kinda nice. I was also taught that it may have a price. As a child I was naughty but loved. I should have known that I wouldn't be one of the lucky ones to escape without scars. Yeah, I can go on all day and spit bars, but honestly when you have it all, in terms of coins in the pocket, you're just hoping love comes into your world and rocks it, make the whole block shift. And don't get me started on the pressure. People say you're toxic, you have to be responsible, but you're drawn by the leisure, as we say, the fun times, because we wanna make memories and we have dreams. But man, just breathe, it's gonna be okay. People are woke, yeah. Huh? I don't wanna fit into your box. I'm a rebel just like Goldilocks. When I used to rap I called myself Spark, and then self-reflect whether I was just all talk. Because it's hard to be a fake rapper. I choose to talk about things that matter. So I start in my own life. Let me go back to the beginning. This is the story of my life. Yeah, it's all in these lines, from the highs to the strife. Through the laughter and cries, searching for love in the depths of the night, but finding solace in the journey, embracing the light. So many ups, so many downs, navigating through the maze, learning from mistakes, counting blessings, finding grace. In the echoes of memories, in the whispers of time, this is the story of my life in every rhythm and rhyme. Growing up, I had it better than most. At birthdays, always having a burger and coke. Loss in the family should have had me having a stroke, but I think I held it in and forgot. It's not like my family didn't stop. I just had questions on my mind and forgot what it meant to feel alive. The truth though, I had a good life so far. There were bad events but learned to see past. And in the company of God and men, I found a good hope for subsequent days. Inspired by love because you feel for an older brother. Time's gone by and you still remember what you are to each other. We've got roles to play, but it's important to just be yourself. We don't gotta hide no flaws to our friends that help. Inspired, cause the man had a zeal for life. Wanted to be a rapper and he earned the stripes. But what I learned from him was that we ain't mechanical. We are self-inspired by our security, that by filling our lives with bottomless thoughts, we learn not to rely only on our rationality. Yeah, cause we're beings of sorts, cause we're conscious, so I try to be honest, at least with myself. And I know my parents are there to help. As a kid I was carefree, but I didn't know how to be wise. Now I need to surmise how God helped that child so that one day he would rise. So I wait because at times I felt I had a lot on my plate, but I didn't try to escape. I chose to surrender, I have no agenda. God is the light of the world, He showed me the wonder, despite all my blunders, because God doesn't just let me go down under. God created life, but it ain't a race. Yes, we gotta provide for the fam, but we gotta take time to enjoy the limited number of days in our lifespan. See, for all the fun there is a price, but when it comes to love and that it's free, you should know that spending time in all the smaller things, they never cease. Because what's gentle above could be what it is here. Me, I wanna give to the people, but I also wanna fight for my dreams. Or rather, I let God take the wheel. Father, let me open my heart. I'm sorry for all the wrongs on my part. Fate caught me when I was in need. Sin caught me blind, but I was still seeking truth in a verse. I can't just rehearse. I speak and my mind goes away from this earth. I want nothing more than just to be near, because when I'm with you, the hope is sincere. This is the story of my life. Yeah, it's all in these lines, from the highs to the strife. Through the laughter and cries, searching for love in the depths of the night, but finding solace in the journey, embracing the light. So many ups, so many downs, navigating through the maze, learning from mistakes, counting blessings, finding grace. In the echoes of memories, in the whispers of time, this is the story of my life in every rhythm and rhyme. The night is dark, but I see a blazing light. You can see people's intentions too, right? They seek to right the wrong, react to word and song, cause they realize the truth, that we need a love through the stress. You need a love most when you're pressed, and love saved me because I was a mess. Thought less of myself cause I needed help, but God guided me every step of the way, and He put me in this position to say, don't be afraid to love with your whole heart. I have to try because I'm not willing to conceal the way I feel, because love to me is more than visual appeal. Can't you see? To prevent your life from going bust, you have to trust in your significant other, your lover, because together we can make even the darkest night feel like the height of summer. Face the tide together, I sever my ties to worldly pleasure, because as far as I'm concerned, you're the only treasure. I was looking for a girl who can go the distance, cause just like High Res said that the government don't care, the player don't value the woman that's right there. A girl has been waiting, I feel like I'm shaking. Forget a second about making rhymes, talk about patience cause theirs is divine. A lady is precious and feminine. Time to debate, my heart could just break. My mother stood by my side more times than I can count. Hers is a mercy, reminds me of church, see? When I was lost, she brought me back so that I could embrace my strengths and be wary of situations I had a weakness in. I just have these tremors and I try to be still, because God has always told me to take my fill. But don't you know, I learned to recognize, because they say Jesus is a king, but He has a heart full of gold within. But I guess people can be the same. Treasure yourself and start using your brain.